Hi everybody, this is Linda Bald and I am creating this screen recording to help you to understand how to check in your PSP folder and what to do next. So I hope you're all doing well and stayed, boy was it hot last weekend, right? Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm in Collaboration in Common and my instructional leadership thing, and I'm going to go down here, peer support provider team. That's all of us, all of you guys. This is a really valuable document that Melissa just shared, by the way, and it lists all of the members and who you're responsible for, and their team numbers and all sorts of great information. But right now, I want to draw your attention to this copy of the email memo that I sent to you guys. This is the email sent to the PSP2s where I shared with you guys, this was on August 23rd, and I said by September 5th, which is today, please go into your folders and update them. And many people have not done that. So it makes me think perhaps you don't know how to do it. So I'm making a screen recording. So you click in that link, and I'm going to put the link in the email along with a link to this recording. And look at, here we are in the Instructional Leadership Core Google Drive in the folder Peer Support Providers. And we're going to go into the Linda test folder. Now look at, Linda has not done anything in updating her conference checklist. She's got 3 teams that she is providing support for, and she hasn't listed any of her notes. So here we're going to show Linda what to do. This is the checklist that you guys used during the conference, hopefully used. In Google Drive, you can upload a Word document, but in order to actually type on it and stuff, you have to open it into a Google Doc. When you do that, okay, we're going to call this Team 1. And this is where you write down, like here you would put down Linda is the support provider. And here the teams would be Paul and Susie. Okay, nice Anglo-Saxon names. Okay, now here you would write down what they're working on. So this team is working on science and primary source documents. And then here's where you would put all of the stuff that you and the team discussed that they were going to do and that you were going to support them with during the year. This column over here are things that apply to everybody that's a PSP1. And we put them here to help to jog your ideas. But this is the stuff that you fill out for you and your team, okay? And let's say they wanted you to check with them to provide content support on a PD that they were doing in November. So maybe you would write down in here what you're going to do. These were tasks that you were supposed to complete during the conference. And so if you could just note that you have done it or you have not done it, so we can check and see what we need to do to support you. Then this is any additional needs or notes that you want to add. Some people are only putting all of their notes here. Some people are keeping this kind of sparse and are filling out this. It's up to you which you want to use. If you want to ignore this second page, that's fine. These boxes you can see here, that they're just going to expand and keep expanding and keep expanding with whatever it is that you put in here, okay? So, now I'm going to go back to my folder. So you see here, I opened up the conference checklist and it became a Google Doc. I need to do that. I have 3 teams. Linda has 3 teams, so she's going to open it up, open it in Google Docs again, and I'm going to label it this time Team 2. okay? And whatever you name it, whatever you want to call it, to represent your second team. And then look at what happens. I now have two, oops. Oh, okay. So here's team one, here's team two. And I'm going to do that a third time for my third team. When I'm all done, this Word document should be put into the trash. You don't want to have any more Word documents. You just want to have Google Docs, okay? Well, it's up to you to decide that. But I've looked at some of your folders, and you've done a great job of opening up the Google Doc and naming it and all that stuff, but you've kept the Word document as well. So you have about 5 or 6 of these Word documents in here with the different teams that you're working with. I suggest that you take all of these and you just click in the trash can and get rid of them. Okay, you just keep the Google Docs. Okay, now for the PSP2s, you guys don't have teams yet, but you should have a lot of notes. So I'm going to open up Sherry's, and again, she needs to open this in the Google Docs so that she can fill it out. And what is she going to fill out? She needs to fill out whether or not she's done these things. She needs to fill out whether or not she's done recruitment events. If she has, then she would put the dates. Nothing about reviewing applications, right? Because it hasn't happened yet. But do you see how, like, maybe once a month you're going to go into your different checklists, whether it's a PSP1 team checklist, as in the Linda folder, or a PSP2 planning checklist, and you're going to be updating it so that your IPD staff person or your regional pair can open up this checklist and see exactly what's happening and what help you might need. Now, this is also where you're writing your notes of who you've been contacting, how you contacted them, the dates, notes from that conversation. So let's say you spoke to the superintendent of some remote district. You'd want to write that down. Whether or not there's further action. Maybe you would want to write down that I need to speak with Marlene about this. And so then if Marlene were to open this up, she could see that. I mean, that's not how you want to communicate with an IPD staff person. You want to actually contact them directly, but still, this is a record of who you've reached out to so that we can build more information on what that particular area needs. So I hope that this has helped you to understand how to complete this. We had asked that you would complete these all by today, and many of you guys haven't had a chance to do that, so we would ask that you could please get these done by next Monday, okay? If you have a problem, if you can't get in or you need anything at all, please contact Linda Bald at lbald, B-A-U-L-D, at stanford.edu. Thanks, you guys, and have a good evening.